Ta til venstre og sving så til høyre inn på Vardøveien.
There we go. Monday morning, 8:57. Still no snow
Ta til
here.
høyre inn på Vardøveien og ta så ferske til venstre inn på
She
Trollheidsveien.
needs to mute.
Vi passater kun varslet. Kun viktige instruksjoner vil bli kunngjort.
It's a lovely day today, at least this morning. Almost no cars on the road. Oh, hello, Tamara. Yeah, it's midnight for you now. Yeah, home alone until Tuesday. No, when Tuesday, I guess. Then the rest of the family will come home for New Year's Eve. Yeah, that happens. I have one job I have going to today because the other people hasn't responded. So Mm, mm, mm. It's so weird. Today it is right now it is -1 here Celsius, and my father is driving to the cabin in Sweden, and he drove past one point where it was 0 Celsius, and even further in it was -12. So it's really a lot of variations. Yeah, I think she's gonna drop off the kids when she gets back to my mother's house. Then we will pick them up when we are. No, wait. I'm not sure because my mother changes plans all the time because she can work from home, so she can work from the cabin as well. So she might just stay in Oslo for the weekend, and then they can go back up because then the kids can stay with her a few days. She enjoys that, I guess. A Danish truck. No, it was only a Danish trailer, and then the truck itself was Norwegian. I've seen so many people from Germany and the Netherlands here, or in Valdres, or the area where the cabin is, and some D Danish people as well. I guess because of the euro is quite strong compared to the Norwegian kroners. It's cheaper for them to vacate here or have a vacation here. Also, a lot less people, I would say. Yeah, if I remember correctly, it was one of the systems that is maybe from 2010. So it's an old fire alarm system that they don't produce anything extra or spare parts for anymore. So if there is something wrong, I can only say they have to change it out because electronics doesn't last forever. The Saab is just a company that produced cars, but they kind of failed, so they stopped producing cars. Think they only produce jet fighters now. The Saab Gripen Eric, actually, it's called. That's the newest one. I think Canada actually ordered some, and there was also a country in South America. I don't remember which one. Maybe Brazil and Thailand ordered some, or if they maybe they ordered the older version, the C version. It's basically a much cheaper airplane. That's it's much cheaper to fly, easier to maintain, It's made so it can land on like forest roads and stuff like that. Yeah, they started making airplanes, then I guess, I'm not sure the year, but probably between 50s or the 60s, they started with cars. And after 2000 or something, they, I guess, didn't earn enough money from cars and they shut down. And apparently, like 5,000 Saab cars each year is just stopped, or what you call it, or being wrecked because they're too old and people don't want to spend too much money repairing, I guess. The Saab I saw or 2 days ago, that it was quite rusty, so. But if Saab is anything like Volvo, it's probably a sturdy brand, good quality. And so it's about 17 minutes left of the drive. And it's actually not warmer here in Oslo. It usually is around 2 Celsius higher or warmer than where I live. Well, Volvo was a really good company before they sold off to China. There has been one death at least that is not. Volvo says it doesn't have anything to do with the, I guess, electronics, because there was one Volvo, one of the electric ones, I think, that apparently just started randomly speeding in a parking space of a mall or shopping center in Sandvika, where the car drove out, destroyed the wall, and on the other side it was like 3 or 4 stories drop. So the guy died. It was a senior citizen, I guess. They never actually found an actual reason, but that has happened at least 2 more times, but with less lethal. Yeah, they didn't die, just crashed in a post box or something. And I don't think anything like this happened before they sold to China. But then again, no other Chinese cars has done the same, so I believe. That's actually something that happened to my father as well, not with a car, but with a ATV. He was using a Chinese brand thingy or ATV, and he was gonna take a left turn to like drive past the car or something, and then suddenly the ATV just sped up, drove into the ditch, and then crashed into a tree, and the tree broke. It fell over the ATV and my father. So after a while, this was maybe 15 years ago or something like that. He managed to find his cell phone, called my brother, and they started asking where am I and stuff like that. Because he gets, yeah, his head was split open slightly and a lot of bones broken and stuff like that. But they managed to find him. Oh crap! No, I'm in the wrong lane. Oh well. So don't try Chinese. You never know if you got the one faulty product. So my father is kind of like Jackie Chan. He has broken almost all his body, bones in his body. That might be due to that he has. I'm just guessing, but he has what you call it? When the doctor finds out that you have something. Uh, yeah, basically, he probably most likely has ADHD, so he did a lot of stupid shit when he was younger. Or diagnosed, yeah. Oh, he wants me to continue now. What the hell? Uh, I'm gonna risk it. Uh, yeah, he has slowed down now, kind of. But now he's driving back and forth from his house here in Norway into the cabin in Sweden. Since his wife died, he has to fix a lot of the paperwork and stuff in Sweden. It took 1 year until Sweden believed that she was dead because they had to get like proper papers and something from the doctor and like fucking stupid. Sweden is turning to, as Trump would call it, a shithole country. It's so crazy. The politicians living inside the bubble thinking everything is fine, but outside of the capital, yeah, at least in South Sweden and stuff like that, chaos, just like France. But up in the north Sweden, where we have the cabin, if you do something stupid, people gang up, and then yeah, I guess you would can guess what it is. Okay, so it's about 11 minutes. So yeah, we're selling off the house like a big mansion. Old, I think it was from the 18 or 1700th century. Belonged to a rich person from France or something. When Norway, no, when Sweden had like, I'm not really. Oh yeah, I think it was actually from when Sweden and France was on the same team when fighting someone else. I don't really remember the story. But there was a rich guy that made a big ass house, like with the. Actually, don't know how many square meters it is. Well, from our point of or my point of view, he has done some good things, but his biggest issue is that he thinks or he speaks before he thinks. And a lot of politicians, I guess, they're just trying to outdo each other and like, yeah. And then you have the crazy liberals. I've seen so many different YouTube videos about people going crazy for stupid shit and like starting. Yeah, it's so weird. But then again, you have your crazy laws. You can just what you call it proclaim, or you have rights to this and that. Yeah, I just started watching a new or the newest movie about when we were attacked by Germany in the Second World War. Uh, because Norway back then was neutral, as they called it. So it's crazy how much the politicians or the government even back then is like so scared to do anything, like just how they are with Russia right now, basically. Like we had two big cannons defending the Oslo Fjord, so and also torpedo batteries, and just because of one man, like the colonel, yeah, the colonel that was on the job right at that time, he kind of just prepared everything, even though he was told not to. Um, and when the ships arrived, like it's a big ship that was called Blucher. It also had four escort ships, but when Blucher first was shot and sunk, the others turned around. And that movie really goes deeper into what happened that day. And just because of his actions, the king and queen and the government managed to escape. That's a pretty good movie. I didn't finish watching it yesterday because yeah, dinner was coming up. And when if it probably is gonna come to Netflix, so you should watch it when it does. It's just called Blucher. Shows you how stupid politicians can be, like waiting just the last second to do anything, and even then it's too late. So luckily, the colonel on the fortress defending, or the army base defending the fjord, was able to take action. No, Blücher, BL, and U with like two dots above. BLUCHER. It's like the German U. Yeah, it's basically just a U with two dots above. Blücher. I'm not sure what it means in German, but every every word Germans have means something. Or every word, I guess. Yeah, there are several movies that have like the Blücher ship going into Oslo, but the movie itself tells everything that happened from. Yeah, of course, the male, I think it's called colonel in the English. He had one new officer underneath him, telling him like, "You can't do this, blah blah blah, because of that thing and that thing." And like you can't shoot a ship unless you have fired a warning shot. But just on the outer reaches of the Oslo Fjord, there was already one small fort or cannon that already fired a warning shot, because that day it was a lot of oh shit, I'm going to the right. It was a lot of fog on the ocean, so it was really hard to see anything. So they couldn't see which nation or anything the ship was. And back then their binoculars didn't have infrared or anything, so so the colonel said they have been given a warning shot. It's time to fire open or whatever he said, let loose. But since Norway had no active military on standby, reserves were not called out. Yeah, so stupid. So four or four or five main towns were captured like within a couple of days. Oh, I remember. I think I've actually been to the address before, but just as an electrician. When I think about it, it sounds familiar. I've been so many places in Oslo since I've been working as an electrician, so there was one place I actually knew the janitor and just, hey, change company and stuff like that. You mind if I park here? And yeah, sure. I had this phone number, so that's probably like an added bonus for the company because then I already know quite a few areas. Yeah, and you have the movie that's already on Netflix, I believe. I think it's called Man of War, or in Norwegian, it's called Max Manus. Like a resistant fighter in Norway that managed to escape to England, get some proper training there, and then yeah, continue fighting. No, I have not been here before. This is new. Oh, it's a what? Oh, it's not that house. Oh, is it these houses? Uh, what? I have to check the map. Google isn't always the best choice when you want to be specific. We have something called Norway's map, basically, that shows everything. For 3A, oh, this the house to the right. Hopefully, quite new one. Oh yeah, I have been here as an electrician. Yes, I have. Then I had to work on with the lift to do something. Oh yeah, I connected those SIP screens. Right. Oh fuck, I think I have. Well, I will see you later.